One, two, three, four.
What's going on, people? Alex Michael here, Conspiracy Music Guru.
And you are listening to FMX Radio on Rockfin. Yeah, let's raise those vibrations.
I told you so. I told you. Remember when I told you about 9/11? Remember when I told you about Building 7? Remember when I told you about the fluoride in the water? Yes, I did. Remember when I told you about the New World Order? Remember that? Remember when I told you about the chemtrails in the sky? Remember when I told you that NASA was full of lies? Remember when I told you about the ultra mind control? Well, I just want to say that I told you so.
Since inception, NASA has received over $700 billion of taxpayers' money. NASA currently receives roughly $70 million a day. Have you ever wondered where it goes?
B-Mark. Come on.
Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We have the go ready to start. 2, 1, 0. Booster ignition and liftoff of Shuttle Endeavour, NASA's final space station compartment that brings a bay window view to our celestial backyard.
I'm Christopher Crumb, and you're listening to FMX Radio. And we're back. FMX Radio, your boy, Chris Vick up in here, Flatman X himself. Hey, it's been a while since I got to see y'all here on my own channel outside of the Mellow and all the other places that I like to reside at. I've been lingering in the background for a while, getting all my creative juices flowing so I can come up in here and show y'all the most energy that you know you deserve. Shout out to all the people here early, as usual. We live on the Rockfin, the Twitch, the Kick, the YouTubes, and I think there's another one too, but we all over the place. And if we're not there, yeah, we will be there later. We were working on the low, as y'all might have seen. Maybe you haven't seen, maybe you haven't heard. I'm working with my boy, Alex Michael, the conspiracy music guru himself, the legend. It has been an honor to have him with me here today so we could discuss some tongue-in-cheek moves we've been doing. Alex, my friend, how you doing?
What's going on, brother? How you doing? Hey, that video intro you got there, that's awesome. But it's really dark, man. Have you turned all satanic on us or what, bro? Come on.
Yeah, hey man, hey, somebody's got to do it. We got to dabble in, the dark, the 1 foot in the darkness, 1 foot in the light, so we can really weigh out the options, or else we're only, as far as
It's funny, isn't it? When you show people like that animation that you show in your intro is so gripping, but it's so dark because it represents the world that we live in, and it's such a beautiful piece of animation. And segueing into my music video, it's the same kind of thing, really. There's a lot of darkness in that, but you remove that theatrical layer, and then you see, holy shit, this is really where I am, and that's a bitter pill to swallow for a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to get really deep into all that and kind of show our hand, as it were, and where we were coming from, the mindset we're in. And of course, the chief of the Melodome himself has to be with us today, my brother from another mother, Austin, the Melodome Pete Thompson, everyone.
What's up? Ready to get into this? I'd like to say that I think that video you dropped was amazing. I really enjoyed it, and I really want to get into how you guys came together to even make that. It was awesome.
Yes, exactly. Well, let's just start this off right. Alex, please walk us down. Open the door for us. How did we get here? What was your train of thought that's like, yeah, you know what? This is a good idea. I'm going to run with it.
Okay, right. Well, why make a rock album in the first place? Well, I already made 3 rock songs that are on my channel. The most popular one being I Told You So. Kind of rocky bluesy, I would say. Got another song called Big Pharma, rock song, very popular on my channel until it was taken down. I had to re-upload it. But that was at a couple of 100,000 before they removed that. Television Watching News Believer sounds very Metallica as well. And that was a really popular video. So I've got these 3 rock songs that are really popular on my channel. I'm like, well, if I just make another 7 or 8 rock songs, like Truth of Rock songs, I'll have another album. And I've always wanted to do a rock album, because when you pick up the guitar and you strike a chord and it's distorted, and you have that power chord and you go, dang, it feels awesome. It's really empowering, particularly if you're in 4/3/2, but that's another conversation. So I'm like, right, let's make some more rock songs. Let's have a rock album. Let's do it. So I started putting pen to paper, so to speak. Well, actually picking up my mobile phone and typing in lyrics. And at the time I decided to do a rock album, I was very aware of this document called The Secret Covenant. I think I might have watched a video on Instagram of this woman just reading that document. Whether it's a genuine document or not, it certainly exposes the agenda line for line. It's just everything they're doing to humanity. So it's like, right, how can I take that document and make it? I mean, it's a hell of a long doc. Well, I say it's long. It's probably a couple of 2 pages long, but it's certainly too long for a song, which is why I split the song into Secret Covenant Part 1 and Secret Covenant Part 2. And that was probably the first song I did on the album, except for I Told You Farmer and Television Watching News Believer. That was the first, song to make this rock album, into a rock album. And when I started thinking, how am I going to display this visually? I thought, well, right, I need a lot of visual symbology of, the dark occult, Freemasonry, the satanic agenda, the brotherhood, all of that sort of stuff, which is why I contacted you in the first place, Chris. I was like,
that's right.
Can
you make me darker?
Yeah. When I reviewed it back, it was like, it was really quite dark. It was really, really quite dark. And, but then at the same time, you kind of went, dude, any chance of me being in the video? And I'm like, yeah, great, but that's really thrown me a curveball, because I already had the choruses set out in my mind of just all this symbolism, the hidden hand and the one eye and all of that, and the 666, and I was going to flash all that up, to expose what's going on in the world. But when he said, "Oh, dude, any chance?" And I was like, "Well, I can't have you just dancing in the background because that looked totally gay." So that's when I said to you, like, yeah, I mean, that's going to look stupid, isn't it? But that's when I said to you, dude, like, can you rock out on a guitar and she get a green screen? Because then I could like ask my buddy who's plays a bit, and he'd be more than happy to sort of contribute in terms of video, get him playing the bass, and then it looks like there's a full band kind of thing rocking out in the chorus. And then I'm not sure who had the idea to turn us into reptilians, but I'm like, yeah, can we do that? And then so the concept of the whole chorus has changed from me showing all this, satanic stuff to me and you and my buddy Gordo on bass, like all turning into reptilians, and it gets worse and worse as the song goes through, and it kind of really changed the course of the video, really. And I'm kind of glad it did go that, because it's just like us rocking out. I wish we had a drummer. I wish I had more time.
Yeah. The part where you guys like whisper, like there's two scenes where each of you put your fingers up, right? Man, that was good. It's good.
I'll tell you what, when Chris sent that back to me, because I just said like rock out to the choruses, and he sent me a video first of him like holding the guitar and rocking, and I looked at it and I went, dude, you're holding it all wrong. Your fingers are in the wrong place. If you want to look like an authentic guitarist, like that, you're actually rocking out. Like try and do it like this. Lean forward, put your legs apart, and like rock it, like really move your head, like blah blah blah. It feels over the top when you're doing it. But yeah, so he took the challenge, gone and bought himself a guitar and learned how to hold it and shit, and got a green screen, and we kind of went from there. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, very much fun, very fun. Definitely challenging. I love working with people who don't mind pushing me, don't mind telling me no, and giving me feedback. I never want to be one to be stuck in any type of echo chamber. I like the growing. I like the competitivization, almost, as it were. And yeah, the energy is definitely what made the video. Yeah, if you wouldn't have pushed me to like, no, try it like this and now do this over and over again.
Yeah,
it was definitely challenging. And
yeah, I kind of hated doing that. But I'm very, very, I'm a bit of a control freak, and I'm like, if I don't like it, I should be able to say, no, dude, I don't like it. Now try it this way, try it that way. Like really bend over, just like, and you sent me a bunch of clips, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And when you sent me that was the point initially. Yeah, that was the point. When you sent me
that's what got me the job.
That clip of you doing the shush, and then you walk slowly away from the camera. I went, dude, that's fire. That's fucking brilliant. And that's my favorite part of the video, where you do that hush line, and then you walk slowly away like this demon. And I'm like, oh, that's the best part of the video. So I'm so glad you did that.
Yeah, glad it turned out. I don't know.
But the haters, of course, you know what the haters going to say? Like people are going to take that and going, what's he doing? That's symbolic. It's like, no, it's theatre, bro. Take the theatrical layer off. It's just fucking art,
Well, we already know Chris is Illuminati. He got that dragon.
Yeah, I had that one. Not just a dragon. I got a whole pyramid I made myself.
Oh, yeah.
I have an Ankh tattoo. Was like my first one. I have an Ankh over my neck. A whole bunch of occult symbology on top of me. But
you're already in the club, bro. You're already in the club.
I'm already in the club. I'm like the black sheep of the Masons too. They don't want nothing to do with me.
Welcome to the brotherhood. Welcome to the brotherhood.
Yeah, exactly. We start our own Masonic club, and we're just gonna tell everybody everything. We're the anti-secret Masonic reptilians.
And just remember, death will come if you speak of our plans.
That's right. That's right. The very open, obvious, tongue-in-cheek plan. Don't talk about it.
Yeah. So I think it's definitely going to raise some eyebrows. But I looked today. I mean, I was very, very apprehensive when I put this video out, because I thought there's going to be, a lot of people that are going to go, it's fucking satanic, it's rock, blah, 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 blah. So I was waiting to wake up this morning to a bunch of comments that were going like, why have you gone this direction? I preferred the old stuff,
I used to love you.
Yeah,
Alex.
exactly. Yeah, you broke my heart.
Why would you betray us?
I was expecting that when I was reading the comments this morning, but 99% predominantly, they all get it. So like, my audience is really fucking smart. They understand it's art, it's creativity, and
man.
So that's really fucking cool. I was expecting a lot of like hate going, why would you do? There was a couple
early. It's still early. The album just released. Give them time. The haters, they got to think about what they want to say. Or maybe they don't think about what they say. They just say it. I don't know. Either way, they're not the fastest, most cleverest people. So, but we're going to try our hardest to trigger them even further today by not only showing off the video we made again. I know you showed it on mics, but also showing some TikToks of other creators and people who have their evidences of reptilian shape-shifting on camera, which,
Ooh.
you know, right off the back, a lot of it can be obviously done in Photoshop, especially after what we just done. But still, you know, it only takes 1% to be right, you know, less than 1%. It only takes one person to be right. And then, you know, the floodgates are officially open.
Mm.
So with that being said, we'll take a little break. We'll show off this video. Go get yourself some coffee. Roll yourself a little doofsker if you're into that, or whatever you do. You know, it's Sunday morning here in the Melodome crew. The pre-morning show. It's like old times right here back in the day. We
Yeah,
used
it
to do
is.
the Melodome. Sunday morning, beginning of the week. Yeah, it's going to be a good week. Setting the
We
tone.
got a new morning show Wednesdays.
Oh, that's right. There's
Freeworld.fm.
that, man.
Yeah, we got FMX Radio every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Eastern on freeworld.fm, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I need some coffee. So
yeah, let's get some coffee. We'll show off this video real quick. We'll be right back. Thanks for joining us here on FMX Radio on the Melodome Sunday morning. Conspiracy Music Guru, what's going down, baby? Welcome to be here with us. Energies up high and 1,000 blessings upon all your houses. If I haven't said so already, that should go without saying by now. We love you all. We'll be right back.
Shut you down, bang, bang.
Oh, shit, what the hell?
You hit the ground, bang, bang.
Yeah, my FM, my radio. Yeah, I'm having technical difficulties.
Got audio issues?
Yeah, no, the whole thing, my whole restream just refreshed out of nowhere. Still live, all right, we good.
Yeah, you're still good.
I gotta get the video. Give me 1 sec.
Here, I got it right here. I'll give it to you.
I got it.
Okay. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Fire track right here. Black Sheep. I dropped the links to this album in the chat. Go purchase it. Support your boy, Conspiracy Music Guru.
And till this day, sometimes I cry.
An illusion so large it will escape their perception, and those who will see it will be thought of insane. We'll create separate fronts, they won't see our connection. We'll show no liaison, that's how we'll behave. One drop at a time, never bringing suspicion. Prevent them from seeing the changes occur. Secretly silent, advancing our mission. An invisible weapon, a dark saboteur. We'll weaken their minds, keep their lifespan short, with metals in foods, in the water and air. An organized, multi-pronged, heavy assault. We'll be incognito so no one's aware. We'll blanket with poisons and they'll lose their minds. We'll promise a cure, more poisons we'll give, destroying the systems of all of mankind, making it harder and harder to live. Slowly, surely, never stop, step by step, drop by drop.
Bound by blood, our secret covenants. Bound by blood, our secret brotherhood. Bound by blood, our secret governance. Keep them blind to the hidden hand. Bound by blood, our secret covenants. Bound by blood, our secret brotherhood. Bound by blood, our secret governance. Death will come if you speak of our plan.
More sickness and pain from the children they bear, with no understanding of how this occurs. We'll poison the food, what they drink, what they wear. They'll all be so sick that they'll fail to deter. Our plan will succeed, but we must be ingenuous, teaching the humans that poisons are good, and those they look up to when feeling tempestuous are already bounded to our brotherhood. They'll never be wise to the poisons unseen. We'll make them seem fun with jingles and pictures. They'll see all our products in film and TV, teaching how good to drink beer, wine and liquors. We'll target the children with what they love most, with ice creams and candy they just can't resist. We'll grab their attention and make them engrossed. We'll make them want poison, we'll make them insist. Slowly, surely, never stop. Step by step, drop by drop.
Bound by blood, our secret covenants. Bound by blood, our secret brotherhood. Bound by blood, our secret governance. Keep them blind to the hidden hand. Bound by blood, our secret covenants. Bound by blood, our secret brotherhood. Bound by blood, our secret governance. Death will come if you speak of our plan.
And when their teeth rot, we'll fill them with metal, seeping more poisons and killing their minds. They'll be rewarded with sweets or with medals, believing their dentist is nothing but kind. We'll make them depressed, obese and slow, render them docile and needing assistance. We'll give them more poisons to help with their woes, and slowly but surely we quash their existence. We'll focus their minds on material things. External sources will bring them their joy, to never connect with what inner self brings. Consuming and spending will be our decoy. Distract them with luxuries, pleasures and games. Lead them from oneness and knowledge of self. Injecting technology into their veins. Make them believe that it's good for their health. Slowly, surely, never stop. Step by step, drop by drop.
Bound by blood, our secret covenants. Bound by blood, our secret brotherhood. Bound by blood, our secret governance. Keep them blind to the hidden hand. Bound by blood, our secret covenants. Bound by blood, our secret brotherhood. Bound by blood, our secret governance. Death will come if you speak of our plan. Bound by blood, our secret covenants. Bound by blood, our secret brotherhood. Bound by blood, our secret governance. Keep them blind to the hidden hand.
Yeah.
Stronger than people.
Probably gonna be a best album.
Listen, I'm blasting this on the way to work. Ooh, I got goosebumps.
I told you so. I told you so. I'm a black sheep
Fire.
Black sheep out everywhere.
Excellent. Love it. Love it. Love it. That's fire. Now you've all bear witness to at least one track of the most fire album coming out in 2023. Part 1, The Secret Covenant. It's going down and hard. Tongue in cheek. Don't take your panties off if it's getting all wedged up in there because you're having some fun. It's okay. You're allowed to have fun. I know only evil people are allowed
just
to do
wait till
anything
RV
fun
gets
and
a hold
cool.
of this.
I
RV's gonna
still don't
love
know
it.
what that fat ass looks like, but I heard he's just like some type of internet elephant. So I don't pay him much any mind or any of those other low quality type of people where they got to talk about people more than ideas and products and bringing something creative to the table. Because
everybody in the chat loving it.
Sweet.
Mick Slappin is asking, is the physical CD sold out already? You're muted.
Oh, okay, you're muted.
Of course I'm muted. If you go to my website, conspiracymusicguru.com, click on albums, click on Black Sheep, you can get the physical CD there. You can, if you want, go to Amazon, type in Black Sheep Conspiracy Music Guru, but Amazon is the devil, and I know people get pissed off with that, but I'm a bit of a Trojan horse there. I'm putting conscious content on an evil platform. That's where all the normies hang out. They hang out on iTunes and Spotify, so I need to be there. So people, please understand that I need to be in these places if I want to reach the normies, which is what my music does. So, if you just want to go straight to me, go to conspiracymusicguru.com, buy it there. It will take a little bit longer for shipping, and it's a little bit cheaper. So if you can be a bit patient, because we're not Amazon, I don't have vans that can go travel all over the world.
You don't have billions of people employed yet.
No,
it's taking you so long.
For some reason, I just don't have that at my fingertips. What a shame, but I wish I did.
I mean, Jeff Bezos started like a garage, like every other billionaire, apparently.
Yeah, but I'm not Illuminati connected, unfortunately.
Oh well, after that video,
I did spam the chat with both those links. So
thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Links are in the chat, guys.
Yeah, it's been a really good response to it. I was obviously apprehensive. It's like, as I said before, it's like giving birth. There's so many months of labor pain, and then you go, and then the album comes out. It's like, wah, wah, and you want people to love your baby, don't you? And you're really happy. You don't want anyone pointing at your baby going, that's an ugly baby. So you obviously want people to like it. And so I was very apprehensive because it's quite dark and it's showing a lot more of the darkness. And I'm not dressing it up this time with a cowboy hat and shades and putting on a funny voice. It's a different kind of theater, So I was a little bit concerned that people wouldn't see past the reptilian stuff, and they would just see it as on a superficial level, like that's dark and blah blah blah. And there's been a few comments like that, but overall, the comments have been really, really positive. And thank you for getting it, people, and thank you for your support. I really appreciate it.
Right now, if you could all just sell us your souls, because you're all going to hell now for watching our video.
Bro, I've already sold mine, bro. That's why I got a nice house, bro.
I think it's amazing, man. The amount of range you have and just the amount of talent you have. People should be appreciating that, You got a lot of amazing music content and just all a different variety of genres, man. Very talented,
that's what I'm trying to do. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm trying to do sort of, my next album might be reggae, which I know you're going to love if I take that direction. I'd love to do a blues album. I think I've definitely got a blues album in me. I'd love to leave this realm with
that would be great.
10 or 15 albums under my belt. But, it's just, I'm not presenting myself as an authentic rock artist or, I'm not an authentic Rastafarian. I'm having a go at these genres. And if I do a rap album, then I'll just present myself as a rapper. Of course, I'll dress up over the top, stereotypical rapper with the chains and the gold teeth and that. It's all
Flav. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be doing all of that, right? Gangster. I'll be some NWA shit. That'd be fucking awesome. But, I'm not presenting myself as authentic. I'm just a creative bloke having a go at rock, having a go at some, some reggae and trying to do all different genres so I can reach more people. That's the ultimate goal. So always remove that theatrical layer and see what's being said in the lyrics, because that's the most important thing. But I put it in a little grenade, a little music grenade, chuck it out there and go, there you go. Just if you can, just dissect it a little bit and see what's being said. That's the most important thing. The lyrical.
Do you recall the author of that Secret Covenant, or is it just some mysterious
There's a bit of mystery. I mean, pick your favorite villain, right? Rockefeller, Rothschild, Albert Pike, and
Bill Gates.
It could be. It
all
could
the
be
ones
anyone.
that look like the reptiles. I mean,
yeah, it could be any of the above, right? But is it an authentic document? Don't know, don't care. Does it speak is it exactly what's going on right now? Absolutely, and that's why it had to be turned into a song, into a little package, a little truth bomb, dressed up in a little music, in a bit of musical theatre. So that's what's powerful. So whether that document is authentic or not, don't know, don't care, don't know who wrote it, but it's going on around us. It's clear. We see it clear as.
I think I have that lady who read the Secret Covenant, the chick who you're talking about. I think I have her on TikTok too. Find it.
I mean, if you, David Weiss was saying yesterday, I was on a stream with him. He's tried sharing that video of the woman just reading the document, and it's getting banned everywhere. So that's very interesting.
that was a great video.
Yeah,
great video.
I think that's one of the videos that spurred me on to go, holy shit, I've got to do something with this musically. So it seems to be getting censored. Whether my video or not will get censored or not, I don't know, because I've wrapped it up in a musical package. It might not, but I mean, I've had 5,000 views or so in the last 24 hours. Given that I have 73,000 subscribers, that doesn't really seem right to me. Are those figures really realistic? Is what I would ask.
Right.
McSlappin wants to know how he can get a signed copy.
Ooh, that's a little bit more difficult because the CDs are produced in USA, so you would have to buy one from the USA, have it sent to my house in Spain. I sign it, send it back. If you can cover the postage and packaging for all of that, which is going to get a bit pricey at that point, then I could do it. But I don't have a stock here, which is a shame.
Getting there, we'll get there.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's awesome. And in line and to keep with the topic, I do want to kind of do some more tongue-in-cheek videos. So here's this one creator talking about the low-hanging fruit that we've all heard about, the different celebrities and his explanations.
Kids because he believed his wife was a serpent and that his 2 children had serpent DNA. And another man even killed his brother with his sword because he believed he was a lizard person. Both people were supposedly afraid of these lizard monsters, but became monsters themselves. And that's why you have to be very cautious when diving into conspiracies like this. But what do you think? Are there really reptilians on the planet Earth? Are your favorite celebrities lizard people? People have been accusing celebrities for years of being reptilians, explaining that in interviews they have been seen switching from round eyes to reptilian-shaped eyes. We got people from Taylor Swift to Miley Cyrus, Beyonce, and even Justin Bieber. Now, do I believe in any of this? Not really. Being someone that deals with cameras and making videos, I understand that when someone is far away from a camera or a lens, pixels can glitch on a video when trying to read small details like your eyes, which cause distortion. This can be seen here in this video of Justin Bieber in court. The pixels are having a hard time detailing his eyes. Plus, I know plenty of celebrities and they're just regular people living their day-to-day life trying to grind like me.
So you can trust them.
The government? Now, the lizard theory goes that a reptilian race from a different planet came here in ancient time. And it's said that they are smarter than us and have been breeding with us for years, merging our DNA. So now people believe that these beings are able to shapeshift, and they are here to control the human race, living amongst us and making small changes or significant changes throughout history. But this becomes very dangerous because some people who believe this theory have gone off the deep end. One man 2 kids because he believed his wife was a serpent and that his 2 children had serpent DNA. And another man even killed his brother with his sword because he believed he was a lizard person. Both people were supposedly afraid of these lizard monsters, but became monsters themselves.
Meth psychosis, like what CJ says in the chat. Because there was a time I was on that shit. I'm telling you, I seen some crazy stuff, but I was tripping.
I believe it.
I was strung out, right?
It has to be at least on the table, right? So we can discuss it, surely.
Right. Oh, yeah. I think, I mean, for me, it's like I opened myself up maybe to these other things. I don't like giving my power away to all of these things anymore, but I mean, I did give my power away to meth, and I was on that, and you see things, you're tripping. Maybe it's, unexplainable beyond the physical, obviously. There's, because we have a very small visible light spectrum. We don't know everything that's in front of us. I think there's way more than they want to quantify everything, and there could be this whole other realm going on for all we know.
Right. I think this is the chick right here.
Yeah, that's the one.
Share with you the secret covenant that you might or might not have heard about. The secret covenant was created by none other than the Rockefellers, and maybe even someone even higher than them, let's be honest. But this is their secret covenant and their clause of things that they wanted to follow. And if you're a conspiracy theorist or a critical thinker and you're aware of what's been going on in the world, you're going to know exactly how suitable this is. This is written word for word, and I want to read it to you. Okay, so bear with me. The secret covenant. An illusion, it will be so large, so vast, it will escape their perception. Those who will see it will be thought of as insane. We'll create separate fronts to prevent them from seeing the connection between us. We will behave as if we are not connected to keep the illusion alive. Our goal will be accomplished one drop at a time so as to never bring suspicion upon ourselves. This will also prevent them from seeing the changes as they occur. We will always stand above the relative field of their experience, for we know the secrets of the absolute. We will work together always, and we will remain bound by blood and secrecy. Death will come to he who speaks. We will keep their lifespan short and their minds weak while pretending to do the opposite. We will use our knowledge of science and technology in subtle ways so that they will never see what's happening. We will use soft metals, aging accelerators, and sedatives and food and water also in the air. They will be blanketed by poisons everywhere they turn. The soft metals will cause them to lose their mind. We will promise to find a cure from our many fronts, yet we will feed them more poison. The poisons will be absorbed through their skin and mouths, and they will destroy their minds and reproductive system. From all.
What happened? What?
Restream is tripping.
You're back. I hear you.
Yeah, it keeps. I don't know what's going on with it today. You don't want us talking about it.
It was playing on my end.
It was? Yeah.
Yeah.
It refreshed restream for me again, like it did earlier. Hold on. Should I get it back? Sorry,
so wait a minute. So just to clarify, you took this covenant and you made it the lyrics to rhyme and everything like that. That's great. You're muted.
Of course I'm muted. Yeah, exactly that. This video that you're playing right now was the inspiration for the song. I heard that and it made me go, oh my God, wow. So I took the document, the entire document, and made it rhyme coherently. So you could see exactly what they were saying, but in rhyming form. So I had to change it a little bit in order to get the structure and the rhyming. Right. Yeah. It's a 2-page document, as I said before, something like that. And to make it into a rhyming song, it ended up being 2 songs, Secret Covenant Part 1 and Secret Covenant Part 2. So there's kind of a reprise on the album, so that it's tracks 2 and tracks 10, I believe, on the album. But yeah, it's this document in rhyming form, in musical form, basically. Yeah.
Let's see. Ooh. Damn, yeah, it's about as long as a song. Yeah, I see why it took 8 minutes. Yeah, that's how long it is. It's a lot of information.
There's a lot there.
The poisons will be hidden in everything that
they don't want us to hear this.
They drink, eat, breathe, and wear. We must be ingenious in dispensing the poisons, for they can see far. We will teach them that the poisons are good with fun images and musical tones. Those they look up to will help. We will enlist them to push our poisons. They will see our products being used in the film and will grow accustomed to them and will never know their true effect.
It's working on my end.
When they give birth, we will inject poisons into the blood of their children and convince them that it's for their help. We will start early on. When their minds are young, we will target their children with what the children love most, sweet things. When their teeth decay, we will fill them with metals that will kill their mind and steal their future.
Restream is tripping.
On. It doesn't like it. It doesn't like that video.
I heard it.
You heard it?
Playing, yeah.
I can't see.
And we heard you too.
I can't see anything. I can't hear it. Like my whole screen just goes to that restream and it starts spinning, saying, "Oh, you got to restart it."
David Weiss said exactly this thing yesterday on the stream. He said, as soon as you start broadcasting this message on YouTube, they don't like it. There's an algorithm that protects the emotion, right, bro?
Yeah. Damn. Well, I guess it's a pretty good secret covenant. What type of spells do they put out here that could mess with the internet ether and information?
There it is. There's proof right there, bro. But I guess if you wrap it up in a musical,
Right.
So we'll see. I mean, I do believe that my music video is getting censored a little bit because the figures just don't add up. So maybe there's only so much. Maybe I'm flagged. I don't know. Maybe I'm being paranoid, but I don't know. I just
You're definitely flagged.
It's hard not to be paranoid when you see these smaller channels. I watch, I do a little homework, I do a little background, and I look at other channels that don't even talk about conspiracies. Like an example, some regular people like me and you, but they're into gaming and they just game, talk about different games. They show what they're playing, and they'll have 400 or 500 subscribers at best sometimes, and they'll get thousands of views. Now, granted, a lot of people in the games, one of the biggest industries here in the West. I get it. But then you have channels like ours, a couple thousand subscribers, and we get a fraction of our own people.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense logistically. The metrics don't really add up. I find it hard to believe that that they're not. It can't be as simple as pushing our data through the people who press that subscribe button or the bell button, as opposed to I get links or recommendations of people that I never searched for, or they're showing off things I never searched for, or discussions I never searched for. And I'm consistently being exposed to new people with lesser an audience simply because they're not talking about anything rational or harsh or something, with conflict. So I don't know. It's hard not to keep going back there. Like, are we being shadow banned? I know there's a lot
Definitely.
of us,
the algorithms is not in our favor. Some people could probably say it's paranoia, but there's a lot of evidence that, leans our way. Shit. It's very obvious. They're publicly talking about censoring. And if we was playing baseball, our batting average would be fantastic.
Right.
YouTube's not your friend, is it? Let's be honest.
No, no, but there's workarounds. I do believe there's workarounds, like what you just did with the Secret Covenant. That one guy, that comedian JP, the red hair, the red long hair, I believe his name, and he's no doubt a flat earther, and he has a successful career on these platforms by able to keep it tongue in cheek and not making any solid statements on anything.
Yeah, he's using sarcasm, which is really powerful. If you say, because when you use sarcasm, you're saying everything the system wants to hear. Like, you're saying these are completely safe and effective.
Right.
But obviously you're delivering it in a tongue-in-cheek, sarcastic style, and you can get away with it if you. But there's certain things. I mean, this AI is starting to outsmart us. That's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's a way. There's a way for all of us to.
Yeah, the way is we have the platforms, but people are so, the norm is that with the people that we want to reach are on this fucking platform. That's the problem. They're on YouTube. So trying to drag them away from like Facebook and YouTube and trying to get them onto Europfin is a hell of a task.
Oh yeah, it's like pulling teeth.
Yeah, and that's why we're on Kick and Twitch right now. Most platforms that are where the kids are going to, where there's a lot of game streaming and movie talking and just a lot of commercial conversation going on.
Some people found us on Kick on the last morning stream we had.
Yeah,
right away, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen them today. Matter of fact, I should probably go to Kick and make sure that it's on. Pretty sure it is, but I don't see anybody coming up on here. But yeah, we're starting to branch out. We're trying to test these waters too and be a little bit more consistent with it so we can get inside those metrics and algorithms and try to be more tongue-in-cheek, have fun with it, not make too many concrete confrontational opinions or statements that could trigger that algorithm, because we do want to get out there. We do want to challenge ourselves. We don't have to be the hardcore conspiracy theorist who's always telling you like it is and what you should do and be aware of and we told you so and everything. We don't have to be there all the time. There's so many people that's so good at that forceful flat smacking, and hey, there's a place for it, of course, but it doesn't always.
I just like talking about all of this, and I think that's what's important, is talking about it,
Yes. Keeping the conversation going.
Having a good, healthy discourse about all of this. And this platform doesn't allow that. Not as much as other ones. That's why I like Rockfin. People should be checking out other platforms. There's more information elsewhere.
Right. Correct.
I really like Telegram, man. I like Telegram a lot. That's probably my favorite one. I should just start streaming over there too.
You can stream on Telegram?
You can.
Yeah.
You have to have the membership you do or something?
No.
You can just stream on it. I did not know that. We would have did that.
Yeah, you can do that. I even use it for work, man. I like it a lot. But
Oh yeah. We're gonna
a lot
start
of
doing that.
information on there too.
A great
All
way
right,
to
good. Oh yeah,
monitor
we
the
are live on the
resistance.
kick. Awesome.
Yeah. Conspiracy Music Guru, you got an awesome Telegram page.
I mean, it's early days yet. I mean, I only started it a few days, or not a few days ago, maybe a month or so ago.
Yeah.
And I did have a Telegram channel like maybe a couple of years ago, but it just got too much to. I had a comment section, and it was just too much to moderate. It was kind of driving me mad, and I was at that stage where I'm like, I'm so fed up with social media, so I deleted my website, I deleted my Instagram, I deleted my Telegram, and I was just this close from walking away, you know, because it was just driving me crazy. And now I've just started again. So I've got another Telegram channel now, t.me/conspiracy music. And I'm posting memes over there and a bit of promotional stuff. And, but yeah, there's no censorship there. I, you know, like every platform, I do believe it's controlled. You know, if you look into the conspiracy side of it, you know, it's controlled. The CEO of it is like part of the WEF, blah, blah, blah. And that's why I say it's a great way to monitor the resistance. So I don't think you can ever get away if you're doing stuff digitally online. I don't think you can ever get away from, you know, being monitored. So I do believe it's a monitored platform, but you know, currently, you know, nothing's being censored there, so it is what it is. So you know, we just have to try all of these things to try and get our little message across to people. So you know, it is what it is. I mean, I'm just want more eyes and ears on my stuff, obviously. So you know, I'm great at the music and stuff, but I'm terrible at marketing, so I don't really know how to get my stuff out there, you know, except for the usual means: Telegram, Facebook, YouTube, blah blah blah. So you know, it's a tough one, really.
I'm hearing a lot of good things about TikTok ads because you know there's billions of people on TikTok every day, and they push you out as opposed to doing the TikTok bonuses or not bonuses, promotions, where you basically pay for a set amount of viewers that you want to get guaranteed to see over the course of 24 to 48 hours. Ads will go a little bit further in the algorithm because it's looking at it more of a business instead of a promotional tool. So I've heard good things about that for a lot of artists in general.
David Weiss gets a lot of videos out there on that TikTok, man. His stuff gets spread far and wide on that thing.
And it's just, of course, it's being consistent too, making little snippets. Man, that 8-minute the video we just made, you could do snippets on that on TikTok, and people are going to be like, "What the hell's going on? Who's this?" That's right.
Yeah, there's so much more I want to do, and I wish I had a cloning machine because
not enough hours in the day.
Yeah,
man.
no, there's not. I mean, I'm doing every aspect of the video and the website design, and I'm designing the CD, and I'm trying. You know, I can only do so much, but you know, I wish I had, you know, some help really. But I'm such a control freak. I like to control every aspect of what's going on. So it's tough to get my stuff out there, but. You know, let's hope that people share it far and wide, and we kind of rely on the community to share it and help us out a little bit and support what you like. You know, I think that's really important. Otherwise, this stuff goes away. We're all trying our hardest. There's no financial reward or very little. I can't make a living out of Conspiracy Music Guru. I get some pocket money. I'd love to be able to dedicate my life to it, you know, but at the moment, it's even with 73,000 subscribers, it's, you know, it sounds like a lot, but it really fucking ain't, you know. So we kind of rely on, you know, the community to share it around because we haven't got the budget to start putting thousands in. I could get more exposure if I put a marketing budget into it. Who's got the marketing budget? Who can throw thousands at it, you know, to get exposure? So I'm just relying on the usual means: Telegram,
right,
YouTube, Facebook, and that. So it's a little bit tough, but you know, you just have to kind of.
Man, I noticed even on Facebook, I don't stream from there anymore, but they never taken down any stream on Facebook, but I will post a meme and I'll get a lot of likes, or I'll post something going on, you know, just a paragraph, right? About something happening in my life. But then I'll post links to Melodome links or links to a show we're going to do. Like, for example, I posted it today and I tagged you guys in it, and it will get no playtime. No one's liking it. No one's seeing it. Anytime I put links in, nothing. But I can post something about, you know, paragraph about me and my wife or something, or a meme, and those get a lot of likes. But once I put links in, Facebook doesn't show it.
Yeah, these platforms don't want you leaving their platform. So if you place a link, someone clicks that link, they leave their platform. Facebook doesn't want that. They want you on their platform because then you can be advertised to, blah, blah, blah. So any links that take you externally from their platform, they're not going to push that, no way. So like people are just like you say, if I post a photo of me and my wife, like, you know, having a kiss or something like that, it was like loads and loads of likes.
Yeah.
So probably the best course of action is to put a link in the comments section. But then, how long is it going to be before Facebook, starts?
Couple days.
Yeah, they have already picked up on that
pretty
for
quick,
me.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you think you're slick? No, you don't. You stay on Facebook
exactly.
forever.
So we've got to come off of these platforms. We've got to have the balls to start moving away. And but people are so in love with Facebook.
If they're having a
User-friendly
hard time,
for sure.
if they're having a hard time coming off just a simple viewing platform for your pleasure, lately, I'm sure you've heard a discussion, at least over here in America, there's a movement to become a state nationalist as opposed to being a citizen. And I actually wanted to ask you if in Spain, if you have something similar where you have, a citizen of Spain as opposed to a nationalist, a Spain nationalist. Do you have anything like that, or do you know about?
I know all about it. I went on a journey about 10 years ago of, regaining my sovereignty and doing the right negotiable instruments and paperwork and proving that I was alive with a blood print and regaining my sovereignty. And I did all of that about 10 years ago. And here's an interesting story. The guy that was teaching me this stuff, he was my guru. He was the guy that was teaching me lawfulness rather than the fictitious legal statutes, acts and codes and policies. And that's what police do. They enforce policies. They're policy enforcers. They're not law enforcers. They're policy enforcers. And I learned this about 10 years ago, and I did all the necessary paperwork to get me to a point where I'm almost at diplomatic immunity status. But during this whole process of regaining my sovereignty, he was taken out. I shouldn't really be saying this, but his name was Dominik Szczeswicz. He was a Polish guy, and he was teaching a lot of people this sovereignty paperwork. And he was 42 years old, and then found dead at the bottom of his stairs with a heart attack. Right, aware of the heart attack gun? Anyone? But he was also taking on the Federal Reserve, and he was trying to take down the crown for 21 trillion because he saw into these lies, and he knew that it could be, he thought it could be conquered with financial instruments and paperwork, and he was wrong. He was going up against the system, and his guru, in turn, a guy by the name of Winston Shrout, who was a 70-year-old man who was doing all these solutions in commerce and admiralty and showing you how to regain your freedom. He was at 70 years old. He was taken down and put inside for tax evasion. That's how they got him in the end. But they certainly seem to be making an example of people that are pushing this idea of freedom via paperwork. So I've done all the necessary paperwork, and I'm sitting on it. I don't quite understand it, but I'm sitting on it. And so I have the paperwork, and it's already been done. So I'm well ahead of the curve there. It's just, how do you stand in your power and defend that paperwork when you're dealing with the civil guard here in Spain, where they have guns, and you try and explain this information to them about the difference between lawful and legal, and it just goes right over their head. They have absolutely no idea because they're trained to enforce policies, legal, admiralty, all that sort of stuff. So trying to do it boots on the ground is very, very difficult. So I do have the paperwork, but defending it is a different matter. So I don't really know where I stand on it presently.
All right, good. I'm glad you had some insight on it. I want to talk more about this. Let's take a quick little break. I'm going to use the bathroom, refill my sweet tea and whatnot. Everything's on up and up, check on my kids. Thanks for being here with us on FMX Radio's Conspiracy Music Guru, the Melodome. We hanging out, doing the things. Strong. We're setting the vibe right for the rest of the week. Sunday strong, baby. We're doing it. We'll be right back.
We've been waiting for you. It's time.
shout outs to Flatman X from FMX Radio. Hey, Karen, being the current queen of Flat Earth, it must be hard to find Flat Earth friends. Do you know an easy way to find cool people like yourself and solid info about our stationary horizontal level plane?
Why, yes, that would be the Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app.
100,000 active users. Don't forget to fill out your profile so others can know your interests and network better with you. Share the app everywhere with your custom referral code. Easily organize meetups by messaging all the blue dots within your selected radius. Turn on notifications so you can be alerted every time a new Flat Earther joins the app. The Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app, connecting people all across the planet.
Shout out to Flatman X Radio.
We're back. FMX Radio, Melodome, Conspiracy Music Guru, Sunday Strong, hanging out. And by the way, before I forget, I haven't promoted this in a while. It's still a thing. True Earth Entertainment, True Earth Wear. I'm going to show off one of my homies, Wes FE, hanging on one of my favorite shirts that I haven't even ordered for myself yet. I'm going to get on that for my own birthday Christmas gift. Buy my own shirts. Doesn't it look comfy? Like a Greek modern day outfit with a flat earth dome. Because the middle was unknown mysteries outside the dome. Because we don't know what resides beyond the veil, beyond the ice wall. Who knows? So shout out to Wes FE and all you other great souls supporting the True Earth Entertainment efforts and to having some fun. Some tongue-in-cheek goodness while we talk about some scary crap too. The reptilian overlords that wish to eat our baby's blood and woo scary and all that stuff. The adrenochrome breathers, as we coined the term the other week. Going forward, that's how indulged they in their wickedness. You have to make fun of them for it because, it's just weird. It's just weird. Doing all the things that you hear about, all the rumors, and you got that much money, you can't assume that it's all fake. You got that much money, you don't have the same problem as the rest of us normies out here. They're trying to pay these bills, trying to live, trying to get something to eat in our bellies, having a good, fun life. Not so much of how can I take over the world? How can I trick people into believing the most absurd ideas so that way they will go along and behave differently and outside of their natural way that probably better for them in the long run. Yeah, so here we are, making fun of the secret overlords with the secret covenant of whoever the hell wrote it. Don't know, but it resonates with us, and not in the best way. So something to think about, to ponder on, if you will, to figure out maybe the next step of all this craziness going on. I don't know, Alex, how you feeling, man? What you thinking, Mr. Sovereign Citizen?
I'm feeling. It's been a great weekend for me because it's been so exciting with the album release and the video release and that. It was I was obviously a little bit apprehensive of what people would think of it and that, but overall the audience that we have are smart people. They understand what I'm trying to deliver lyrically and that. So I'm all positive about it. I'm just a genuinely positive person anyway. So there is a darkness to this world that cannot be denied at this point. And I'm just exposing the darkness with one song at a time, man. And let me just say thank you for your input on the video, man. You made it what it was. Like I say, you threw me a curveball there, but I'm glad you did because those choruses with us rocking out on the guitar and that, it all makes it good theatre, and it's made it what it is. So publicly, thank you. I appreciate it.
No, thank you for letting me be part of history in general. I can actually put down my bucket list, and I've been in a rock and roll video. I don't care how popular or unpopular it gets. That's off my bucket list, and there's no small things to you. So it's going to be great. You're up there with Aerosmith and them to me, sir. So this is been a great honor for me and a great experience and something for the books. And it's definitely helped me motivated to kind of carry this theme that we've done together forward. And my friend Jess from the Troubling Tribune family, like I told, just telling you before the show, we're working on our own little project right now using this AI tool and reptilian phenomenon going on. And maybe I can get in the state of mind of what it would be like to be a reptilian overlord living amongst the human sheeple, just going into day-to-day life. What would that be like? Could you
Well,
imagine?
maybe when you come back, you can, when you have your, life review or whatever, you can choose
Yeah,
to,
we'll
be
go down
part of
this
the dark side
pathway.
and experience why, experience what it is to be a part of the dark. I don't know. Do you get to choose that upon passing? Who knows?
I'd like to think so. I think God gives us lots of choices after we're done with this ride of life, whatever it is. It's for me very simple. This is not. There's definitely we're going somewhere. Something's happening in the continuation of life. Because for me, life is eternal. Everything. If you're part of the eternity, you're part of eternity. There can never be no thing. Nothing doesn't exist by definition, and consciousness being the seems like the.
But would you choose? Would you choose to come back as an evildoer, as an adrenochrome breather?
Choose? No, I don't think so. I can't. It's hard for me to see the fun in that, and my spirit is all about fun and peace and beauty. I love beautiful things, and it's hard for me to find something beautiful and something so painful and scary.
I
So
agree, but if we agreed to come here, this is quite beautiful and scary. What we're experiencing is quite dark. And we're doing it for a reason, for experience, for knowledge, or whatever. So, is there a part where you have to go to the dark level just to experience it? I know that's kind of
I like to think I already did. I think for us to get to the light part, that a lot of us in the community feel that we're in, that we're drawn towards. That's because we already came in from that part. Since I'm a reincarnationist, I think I've already had the medieval times behind me. I probably did some head chopping off. I probably had my back stabbed once or twice in the old days of the true dark ages, or whatever we want to title it. That's just my crazy inner voice talking out loud, because I don't really know. I can't prove any of this, but it's fun to think about, and it's more believable for me to think that than to think about, well, I was just nothing before this, so therefore I've returned for nothing. That doesn't make sense. Really break it down, it doesn't make sense that you were nothing before this. You just don't remember what you were before this, as so it should be, so you could enjoy this life, so you forget you're part of God's eternal story of complicated life scenarios. I don't know. It's hard to put into words what I
We'll find out soon one day, brother. We will find out soon.
Yes, I hope
I
so.
don't
look
have,
forward to it.
much. I don't have much of a desire to come back, because I recognize what this is now at this point. And the more I try and explain this dark place to my friends, the more I'm ostracized, because they don't want to hear that. But I wouldn't choose to come back, if I'm honest. I mean, I don't know. There's more. This is all speculation station, isn't it? At this point, it's just, I don't know. I'm certainly not. Certainly don't fear this realm anymore. I see it's just an experience. I don't fear the end or anything like that. I know it's an eternal existence, and it's just this continued learning process. But I wonder how much darkness we have to learn. But it's certainly interesting, and it's great fodder for new music, and we continue to learn.
Yes, allow the dark parts of the reality to fuel our creativity instead of dampening it, or feeling like we have to shelter and stay in place and isolate ourselves from other creators and observers. People just trying to live, the quote unquote NPCs of the world, which I think is just very belittling term to people who haven't got on a conscious path that you find yourself in currently. So then you look backwards, or not even backwards, you look around, and you don't see them as behind you. You see them as on the same level, but they're stupid, they're retarded, they're all types of adjectives and nouns.
It's forgive them, for they know not what they do, right? Because we were all there. We were all there. It's very easy to poke fun and call people globetards, and you're jab fucked. You took that, but you got to understand that these people were subject to so much propaganda that they took that thing, and you have to I mean, I've had injections before. I've had, you know, vaccines before in order to go to fucking a country that needed a visa and a vaccine, you know, and I was brought in by the propaganda. I was there. I was. So we've got to sort of play it with kid gloves, really, because, you know, we've all been through it. We've all been victim to it. So it's very easy to poke fun, but, you know, again, you know, forgive them for they know not what they do.
Yeah, exactly. None of us did at one point. I still am not exactly sure if I know what the hell I'm doing. I just feel like I'm on a, you know, what has, as much as feelings are worth, I feel like I'm on a better path than I were previously in my life, and maybe even previous lives before this one, because it's a giant conscious network of eternal learning. It might not ever be an end if there was never a beginning. It just seems so much for our small, you know, mind to process the idea of infinity, let alone billions of pathways.
Oh, hey, audience, is this deep enough for you or what?
Plant them seeds, baby. That's what we should be doing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
we'll try and
Spaceship Earth, baby. I've always liked that term. I don't know why.
Spaceship Earth.
Spaceship Earth. I mean, even though you have the connotation of Earth floating in space, it's not how I see it. Because if you recontextualize for yourself, you break down of space time, you know, and we know they did this. They inverted everything. You know, I think Austin Witts has talked about that before, which I love. One of my things he's always said that stayed with me because I think something real deep to it is that when you look up and they've sold you the idea of space being an infinite place, well, if everything's inverted, it's really that's the infinite pit of hell or whatever and everything. It's not below us; it's above us. But that could be.
Yeah, Joe, Effed Up World says that too.
Yeah, Effed Up World says too. Man, my man. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Something to it. It might not be exactly that, but there's something there.
Yeah, we don't know, man. You know, I try to stay away from claims because I actually don't really know. I will claim that I'm not moving and I've never experienced curvature, but to say I know where I live.
Well, you've experienced curvature, just not Earth's curvature. I mean, like when you ride up. I mean, I was being stupid. But, I mean, like you ride.
Maybe he means your wife's curves.
Yeah, there you go. Bazing.
Oh yeah, hey, I like that.
I've experienced that.
Or with all them curves and me without no brakes. Ooh, yeah.
Curves.
Yes. There's all types of curves we experience in our life. They've just, you know, reconditioned us. They got us early. They captured our imagination. Always go back to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's so important, and that's why I kind of get extreme to play devil's advocate a lot. Because we have to push our imagination and our concept of of our inner belief system, our core belief system. You know, that part of your consciousness when you're looking at shit, when you're looking at it, and it's coming in to your concept of awareness of around you. It's being processed on such a fast and speedy scale, we don't even realize it's happening. That's why you're always told to slow down. Don't, you know, respond, don't react. So you can let it process what you're looking at, because what you believe you're looking at determines on the shape and the value of that. And then it's going to affect your behavior towards what you're looking at, therefore creating your reality. And all this is happening so fast, we forget that it's happening and we kind of react because, you know, that's the society we live in. It's a reaction type of world, and subliminally, that's what we've become accustomed to. But if you take your time, and it might be down to the quantum level, if you believe in such things, which I think there is things happening on the unseen world, but your belief in it determines on how it affects you as your individual for your ride. And how you determine how it affects you doesn't necessarily mean that's how it's going to affect somebody else. You can assume it does, usually wrongfully so. And you could be objectively right on certain scenarios and topics, but not ultimately. And we don't know what the other person next to us is actually experiencing by the detail. From colors, from shapes, to an understanding of numbers, we just assume everybody's having the exact same experience we are. And it could be something as crucial as the shape of the earth. There, we go back to there. And we, again, call our old other people, or yet our old ways of thinking, oh, they're stupid. They didn't figure it out. It should be so easy. But we're not realizing we changed our belief system before we outwardly said it to other people, therefore changing the reality we are experiencing. And it's so powerful because it's giving you all the responsibility instead of something else outside of you. It's happening internally instead of externally. And that bothers a lot of people because they don't want that much power. I get it. It's overwhelming, especially when you first hear it. But it doesn't make it less possible than anything else. And if that is more accurate than the physical, scientific measuring of external values, which always lead to nothing ultimately, that means it's always been eternal, and everything external only happens there because of your inner core belief system and what you believe. And this gets really scary again real quick, because a lot of people, it's not going to resonate with other people's reality or their version of it, because nobody actually knows what it is. They just think their version of it is closer than the other person they're hearing from.
Yeah, that's how they got us detached from nature and reality, that they've, everyone's fighting over bullshit.
Yeah.
And no one really knows, even with the afterlife and religion, and everyone's, quoting scriptures and this and that, and they know. No, don't know shit.
Yeah.
And it's good because now, before all that, I thought it was all figured out, and just having an open mind to it all. It's like you're unlearning, relearning. It's never boring now. And I'm just trying to stay away from dogmatic belief systems. I'm trying to challenge my own beliefs. Now that I believe it, it's not like I shouldn't still be challenging it,
Exactly. Don't get comfortable. If we get comfortable with being uncomfortable, nothing will surprise us anymore. So when we hear the next absurd idea of what Earth is supposed to be, we won't be so quick to dismiss it. And therefore, that will transfer to other conversations and ideologies. And we do that enough times, we'll find ourselves in 5 years later being much more different, and therefore possibly compatible with better, more higher achieving ideas than if we would have stayed stagnant in what we thought we already figured out was the new ultimate truth. Rather be the shape of the earth, what it's made out of, where heaven is, what's space made out of, what's the sky made out of, whatever. You stay open to more ideas, but when the actual truth of it comes to light, it'd be easier, I think, to kind of go with the next flow of change. And it might be something along the terms of a giant Mandela effect, where it's completely absurd. Like, I don't remember it being like that. Well, that's because you change the way you choose to view your reality. You change the way you interacted with reality. So stuff like a Mandela effect is probably going to happen more and more frequently, because you're allowing your awareness to push against the walls of itself like a tree, just growing and growing and growing, letting more possibilities into your reality instead of rejecting them, isolating yourself and from the ideas and people who offer them to you. This world's gonna get way more stranger than I think we ever expected it to.
Look how much has changed just in the past 5 years. I mean,
exactly. And I just take that, mirror it the other way. I'm like, oh yeah, it's not going to stop. There's not going to be any like, okay, we can slow down now. We can stop here. Nope. As much as the evildoers are going to be pushing their transhuman agendas and trying to confuse a big portion of us, there's going to be
more games.
Force, yeah. There's going to be more games, but there's going to be the ultimate push from the positive side. You can't stop it. No more than you could stop evil, you can't stop the goodness. No more than you could push ignorance and stupidity as long as you want, but by default there's going to be this inherent flux of energy that's pushing for the opposite. In occult circles, like the Secret Covenant, they say order out of chaos is their ultimate goal. In which the more chaos you put in the world, the more order has to push on the other side. They believe in certain stories that when they tried the order path at first, we rebelled because it was too much of one thing. Now it's too much of the other thing, so we're rebelling again. It's always going to balance itself out. It's out of our control. This is a ride for us because we're all little specks of, we're all pieces of water in this giant ocean of energy. So you can only push your piece of little hydrogen molecule individual self too far to the left or right, you're going to go where the ocean's taking you. And we are living in an ocean of information and energy. And where you choose for your little piece of water to give attention to is probably where your piece of water is going to attract to. So look towards the ocean of clarity and understanding and compassion and empathy, as opposed to the ones of fearful and uncertainty, because they're definitely like crabs in a bucket going to want to pull you back in. But they're just as abundant as the other side. And whatever one you choose to focus on is where you're going to go, which is going to be your experience. Guarantee it. Guaranteed.
You're on fire, Chris.
Ocean of Clarity. That's the title of my next album.
Yeah, I liked that. Ocean of Clarity. You got some shout outs in here. You got Lord Racer, a
nice.
member for 4 months.
Hey.
Remember what happens on Earth stays on Earth, he says. True that.
True.
Probably, especially if the ether only exists here, like the ether realm, if it's only made for this areas. Because I think, the ether being the giant invisible internet that allows our consciousness to experience separation, limitization.
That's a good description.
But it's, I mean, wherever the source is coming from, which is probably outside of Earth, from God's power plant, internet server, whatever it is.
The Akashic Records, right?
Right. The Akashic Records, exactly. Not to say that we're there, but it could be like almost like a VR headset we kind of put on, spiritually speaking, that allows us to interact here. And it disconnects us just enough.
Can you imagine if, like, when you die and you wake, like when you're in heaven, like you wake up with like some VR goggles on and you take them off and go, holy shit, that was a hell of an experience. What the fuck? Like
you want to jump back in.
Avatar. There's a lot of truth in that Avatar. Like you fucking you come out of your pod and you're like, holy shit, what the fuck?
What a fucking ride. Like I was on Earth for 80 years, sir. It was a 20-minute ride.
Yeah, exactly. Only
need to get out of here.
Passed in this realm.
Yeah. Now, please, you pissed yourself. Go clean yourself off the next.
Well, it was quite the experience.
It was crazy. It was like I was there. I know, sir. They all say that. Now get out of here.
What a ride! Can you imagine if it is like this, like, I don't know, Truman Show, Westworld kind of, you just, Avatar, you just don the Avatar, have the experience, and then you die, and then you wake up in some med bed or some pod where you've got these VR goggles on, and you're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
There's a movie on Hulu right now called The Miller. And it's got this black guy comedian. I can't remember his name, but he's great. He wears glasses. He's usually a side character, but this is the first role I've seen him in where he's running the show. And it starts off, he's just in like this industrial old school cubicle where you got to push one of those Conan wheels of pain around all day long. It's your only job. Anyway, not to go through the whole movie or anything, but by the end of it, he goes this whole movie trying to figure out how the hell to get out of here. Ends up being, he takes off the goggles. He was in a corporate training session that only lasted for about 20 minutes, but it felt like 10 or so.
Hidden in plain sight, bro. There it is.
Right.
Another movie, The Surrogates. You ever watch that with Bruce?
Oh,
Willis?
yeah.
Same kind of concept.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was the Surrogates, the one where they have the meat suits and they're like they look all nice and they send them out to go to work, but they stay home. Yeah, that was a good one. Good one.
Yeah.
They had like the little tanning looking goggles.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just get
They're
up
all
there.
perfectly kept in the Matrix, right? They've all got nice hair, but they're all ultimately sitting in their booths, being fed, intravenously the nutrients that they need, but they're controlling this other avatar. I mean, look, it's in plain sight. It's right there, right?
Look at this. Someone said this right here. Yeah, this caught my attention because I love me some Bill Hicks. Then where'd the chat go?
It felt like such a real ride.
Yeah. I used to have a lot of his quotes. This was the end of his it's a longer version that don't ever take life too seriously, because people get on the ride and there's ups and downs, twists and turns, and then when you come off the ride and there's people who already came off, they're like, hey, don't worry ever. There's nothing to worry about. It's just a ride. It's not tick for tat, but it's along those lines. And he was actually an atheist. I found out this supposed and he's also Alex Jones, I'm hearing. I don't think so. I don't believe that. They look really different. I mean, you actually look at the younger Alex Jones and Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks always had more hair. Alex didn't shave it. They have a different head shape, eyes. It's just a lot of, but you know how people are. Every celebrity woman's a male, and every male's a secret woman. It's too much. It's too much.
Well, according to the internet, I'm a woman as well. According to the internet.
Oh, it's about time.
Yeah. Some guy literally took a female skull, placed it over my skull, resized it.
There you go. There you go. That's science.
See, it's like, it's such psychosis, man. It's a shame.
Yeah.
Do that. I'm pretty sure you're ripped a snake too. If we go get a snake skull, I can size it to put to your head. See, he is a reptilian. That's all you got to do to prove things now. Have an intuition and been told over and over again, and get confirmation and validation from all the other internet people who think, the whole world is a lie and they're the main character, main show, which, they partly are, but it's only their show and everybody's here for them. I love it. I love being somebody's NPC in their world of Looney Tunes.
You think doppelgangers are real, though?
Oh, yeah. Well, only because mathematically they kind of have to be. I don't think a doppelganger as there's actually another you out there, like in the movies. I think it's just because there's 7.8 billion people in the world right now. You can only have so many variations of the human face. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's lots of us, bro. There's lots of us. I don't doubt that. It's probably not super accurate, but I do believe we're along those lines. There's so many of us. So many. And I know, well, billion's a lot, and almost 8 is even more. But Earth is a fucking big place, so there's lots of room, and there's probably tripled that, quadrupled.
It's definitely not overpopulated.
Yeah, not at all. I'm not in the top population, but numerology speaking and statistics and just the idea of trying to conceive how many human faces there could be, there can only be so many different variations. So you're going to have other people across the realm who look very much like you do. And I think I pointed out on our last show last week how there's whole YouTube episodes gathering total strangers across online using an algorithm to find them through social media sites across the realm. And then they bring them together, and you would think that these people were identical twins. They got completely different family bloodlines, but they look almost identical. And that's just because you get so many people. How many faces can you really have? I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just the law of numbers. And everything's energy. You're gonna have certain things that look like other things. Why wouldn't you? We have dogs that look like other dogs that are not related. Why wouldn't there be humans that look like other humans? Just the way it is.
I mean, to an extent. I mean, if we're gonna go along the lines of let's say Adam and Eve, wouldn't we technically all be related, coming from the first humans? I mean,
correct.
That thought is always weird to me, anyways, because how did that human get here? Was it birth from Earth? Was it a baby? Is it a human first? How did
ultimately it's still one big family, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how I'm looking at it originally, right?
Can only be
the chicken and the egg story, right? The baby or the adult, which came first,
I used to say the chicken all the time, but I think it's the egg now. I like the cosmic egg story. I like how things always go back to that.
According to Martin Kenny, that cosmic egg, that really resonated with me. And he was saying from the north, there's these 4 rivers and these 4 root races, which is why we have different blood types, And I've got a book here that I haven't read yet, but it's called Eat Right for Your Blood Type. So there's certain specific blood type you have to eat a certain type. For some people, red meat would be great for them. For some people from this blood type, emanating from this particular river, whatever, would thrive on a mostly fish diet, and some people would. This is why some people thrive on veganism, and some people thrive on a meat diet. This is why we have this confusion with diet. So I think there ultimately probably were 4 root races with 4 root blood types, and we're all different from that aspect. So I don't know. Maybe it all emanates from the north, from this Garden of Eden, but it ultimately has to come from one egg, right? It has to come from one source. So I don't know. I have no idea, but it's fascinating putting your mind there.
Yeah. Something in our consciousness that always wants us to go back and figure it out.
Shout out to Captain Axiom. He just ordered Black Sheep on Amazon.
Hey, excellent.
Thank you so much, man. Do me a favor, if you like the album, of course, just please leave a nice review, because they do help. When the more reviews you get on Amazon, the more it's likely to push it up in the algorithms. So reviews are really important. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Excellent. So what's the next project you got coming on, Alex? Are you already working on something? Are you taking a little break now? I know you've been working hard these last few months.
It's a tough one, because when you make a music video, you have to take a really deep breath and go, I'm going to be working for the next 3 months on this. Every video is at least 2 or 3 months in my world. So I do want to make more videos for the Black Sheep album. It's hard, man. Like I say, it's like giving birth. Once you've given birth to an album, it's like, I'm exhausted now. I do definitely need to take a couple of weeks off and then sort of ground myself a little bit and take a bit of time out. I've got so much stuff in my head, though, bro. That's the problem. And I find it very difficult keeping still and not doing anything. So I'm always very active. So it won't be long before I'm coming out with another music video, and I don't know. It's just continuous. It's like I'm possessed. It's like I just want to keep putting this stuff out there. But like I said, there's only one of me, so it's not easy. And I do have a life as well. And CMG is not my complete source of income. It's still a hobby at this point. So
Pinzar, I need a name for my reptilian guy. I was trying to get one along with yours, so it kind of like sort of flows like Pinzar and Zahar.
Pindar is said to be the CEO of Satan. So I'm Pindar in the movie. Now maybe you can be Dindar or
Ooh, I like
Findar.
Findar. I like Findar. Findar works too. Yeah, Jess was asking me while we're working on our little project, which we're probably going to have to turn you back to Reptilia again, have you on as like another a reptilian overlord speaker or something, and have you say some lines. It'd be fun.
Yeah. Always happy to be a reptilian, man. Always happy to be it.
I know. Yeah. I mean, we got to get rid of this human skin sometimes.
You can do Charmander. You can do Croc, Draco, Cobra.
The Chitahuri.
Yes, the David Icke.
Mamba.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on the table. All that stuff's on the table. It's nice to sort of play around with it, theatrically and creatively. How true it is, I don't know. It's all tongue in cheek at that point. Right. It's all speculation station, but it always has to be on the table for me, and playing with these ideas are always fun to do it creatively, So it's just what I experience, and my thoughts in musical, it's expression at the end of the day.
Exactly. I like Findar though. I like that one. Probably gonna
Findar. Okay. So we know Pindar and Findar. Austin, what are you? You got to be.
I'm thinking of one right now. I'm like, looking up.
Maybe you can be Tinder.
There's an app for that though.
Swipe left.
Swipe left for reptilian. Swipe right for
Findar, Tinder. Take over the internet. Sexual renaissance.
That's more David Weiss's cup of tea, Tinder, I think.
There's an app for that. Yeah.
He's all about
Zodiac. He's gonna have that swipe feature on his app soon.
Oh yeah, swipe left. Would you date this reptilian? He's only 1,000 years old.
Are you a green dot?
Yeah, excellent. All right, Austin, we got a show coming up this Wednesday, right? Well, Tuesday. You got one Tuesday?
Yes. Yeah, I got one Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern. It is November, so I titled it November Saying No to Anything That Drains Your Energy. And I got a few topics we'll be getting into and talking about, not giving your power away and all that kind of good stuff. And then, we got a show, me and you, brother, freeworld.fm. You got FMX radio.
Hey.
Yeah, good time. You got, we talk conspiracy, culture, creativity while listening to amazing music. We play even some of Conspiracy Music Guru's, some of our favorite tracks from him, all kinds of good stuff. Every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Eastern, freeworld.fm. Also, we will be streaming across all platforms that will be posted weekly from the both of us, multi-streaming. So,
I just see Dr. Law reminded me. Shout out to the new couple, Wes and Ryan. They got married yesterday. Yes,
dude, I was there. It was a beautiful ceremony, man. Yeah, and shout out to Wes and Ryan. She looked beautiful in her dress, and they did an amazing ceremony where they washed each other's feet. It had Kaylee crying. It was beautiful, man. Great food. Got to see a lot of the Soul Tribe homies. Got to see Shelly and Eric and Tommy and Vinny and Colleen and a bunch of great people.
Shout out to the South Kakalaki crew. Sorry I missed y'all a lot of this year. I wasn't able to go to the Vince Arda wedding, but I'm gonna make it up next year. It's gonna be a great 2024. If you haven't noticed already, all the things that's been happening with all of these awesome people coming together, combining our unique powers and individuality to come up with some new formats and content for y'all to absorb and consume and give us feedback on what should we do next and how you like it. And sometimes, we're gonna scare you a little bit, with some turning into our reptilian selves and doing some crazy shit. So, we're gonna look out for some more stuff from Pindar, Findar, and Tindar here on FMX Radio, Melodome, CMG. We across the pond doing big things. We got big music and a lot of things coming down your way. With that being said, we are gonna slowly walk back out the door, getting a little hungry for the lunchtime and all that things. Alex, my brother, thank you so much for taking time for day 2 on your tour for the Black Sheep album. Came out 11/11, today's 11/12. So it's one day, that much more, getting better, more potent. Keep your energy high. 1,000 blessings upon all your houses. One love from the Melodome FMX family. Can't wait to see y'all again Tuesday on the Melodome for the show. Get ready. And then, of course, we will be FMX Radio on Freedom World Wednesday morning. Again, Free World.
I like that platform. I love it. The music, everything. We get to flex Chris's muscles over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out. Yeah, hopefully my next 2, I'm gonna put my DJ equipment back out. I'm making some more space in my studio in here so I could do some more stuff and get back into it again. New routine, the morning thing.
It's a great schedule too, because right before us is Iron Rail Media, so you get a double feature every Wednesday.
Yeah, very entertaining situation we find ourselves in.
And aren't you going to be on there with them over there someday, Alex? Iron Rail Media?
Monday, tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, 11 a.m. my time. I think it's 5 a.m. Eastern. So yeah, I'll be joining the boys over there. And
day 3 of the tour. Yeah, the stream you had with over on Mike's channel with Dave. That was great.
Yeah, exactly. And I've got another one this weekend as well, with Billy Watson, Scottish guy. So yeah, I'm kind of doing the rounds, really. I mean, I'm not putting myself out there. But if someone wants to say, "Hey, would you like to come on and talk about your album?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course." I mean, of course, I love talking about my music and myself and shit. Who wouldn't want to do that? So yeah, if I get the invite, I'll absolutely turn up and tell you about what I'm trying to do creatively to break the minds of the masses. Absolutely.
Putting the links in the chat to purchase Black Sheep one last time for the audience.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks again, everybody on the Kick, the Twitch, the Rockfin, the YouTubes, and we'll be at more places later on. And, you can get at me through Telegram. I know a lot of people got some work they said they got for me. So, holler at me, you know how to reach me and all that good things. Have a blessed rest of your great and awesome Sunday. Keep a week strong. And, that's it. That's it. What are you still here for? You can get out of here now. I'm going to pay the credits. We love you. Peace. We out.
Peace. Thanks, guys. Much love.
Much love.
Yet in holding scientific research and discovery in respect, as we should, we must also be alert to the equal and opposite danger that public policy could itself become the captive of a scientific, technological elite.
We choose to go to the moon.
I'm talking to you by telephone from the Oval Room at the White House.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a great honor and privilege for us to be here.
First question I was wondering, when are we going back to the moon?
It's taken us many years to open this door to useful cooperation in space between our two countries. And may I say, in signing off, here's to a soft landing.
All of them spin-offs of space technology. That's why Jimmy Carter from Georgia
and Gerald Ford from California agree.
Space technology has down-to-earth benefits for everyone.
America is going to space again, and we're going there to stay.
And next, for the new century, back to the moon, back to the future, and this time back to stay.
That's a great dream. But that and our other dreams are clearly the natural extensions of the space program which began a generation ago.
Is to return to the moon by 2020 as the launching point for missions beyond. Beginning no later than 2008, using the Crew Exploration Vehicle, we will undertake extended human missions to the moon as early as 2015.
By the mid-2030s, I believe we can send humans to orbit Mars and return them safely to Earth. And a landing on Mars will follow. And I expect to be around to see it.